What is up, everybody? Dude Comedy Podcast here. We're dudes. I guess we're not really comedians, so we should probably change the fucking name. It's Tuesday. So, what up? I hurt my back. It just kind of hurts sitting here, but I'm going to tough it out. That's what we've been doing. What
Maybe
up?
I was gonna try and think of the Rock's catchphrase, and I completely just.
Arya is cooking.
Hey, saw a funny meme that was. Oh, spoiler alerts! If you haven't finished Game of Thrones, I have a feeling this next couple minutes. Saw a meme. Don't listen. I didn't finish the spoiler alert. It was, if I have a daughter, guess what I'm gonna call her? I'm gonna name her Ari. I was like, oh, that's my meme.
Oh shit! What if she would have got gadded up right there? We're talking about Game of Thrones. If you're not caught up, fast forward or something. I don't know. What the fuck? Will you live in a goddamn rock? Fuck you.
Go like 6-7 minutes ahead just to be safe.
Yeah.
Man, I know we talk about it. We're both not experts or anything. We probably say a lot of names wrong, but that was a crazy episode, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was, I mean, yeah, there were the ups and downs of it. Like, you couldn't see, like, the battle for a little bit. But when you could, like, when everything was going down, there was so many times, like, it's right before it ends. Again, sorry if this is ruining anything. Right before it ends, like, when all the main characters are surrounded, I, like, 100% in my head was like, damn, they're going to kill everybody right now. Like, what's going to happen?
I mean, it was pretty obvious, like.
I knew Jon probably wouldn't die.
Yeah, I mean, for a second there, I thought he would die.
So did I. But
I still think something's a little hairy because he ain't going to be fucking his aunt for the rest of his life, you know?
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Well, let's do this. Hot takes, no wrong answers. 3 episodes left. Kyle, gun to head. Draw it out for us. What do we get in the next 3 episodes?
Well, I think next 3 episodes. That's why it's kind of weird. It's going to be kind of like something wild as fuck is still going to happen because it's not just like they're going to just trample on to King's Landing and just fight and win.
Yeah.
Like they just beat the fucking White Walkers, like real life people, you know, it's nothing. But there's still going to be some wild ass twists and shit, you know. Obviously Cersei is going to get, like, she's not going to be the queen, but it's like I don't think it's going to be Jon either, though. I mean, he is the rightful heir, but
I said, who did I say to Ken? Because now I'm trying to think. So, as like a gambler and like a show lover and a movie, you know, like I always try and outsmart like what I think is the right answer, you know. So I'll never just be like Jon. Like, that's just too easy, right?
Yeah.
You think the same way as me. It's like, that's too easy. But so I was like looking at, okay, potential middle tier characters that I could see. And it's like the Tyrions and Sansa or Arya or Bronn. It's like, I don't really see any of them either. So that's like low tier.
Bronn makes no sense. Like,
no, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, then it goes, you have to start kind of going down farther down the list. And it's like, Jaime, who's probably going to die fighting his sister or killing the.
So Jaime is going to Euron. Jaime versus Euron, and I think Euron is actually going to kill Jaime.
Yeah, I could see
in
that.
Maybe some like dirty way, you know, like. But then, why wouldn't I think? So Theon's sister is going to come and kill Euron somehow because they're going to get back to the fight. They're not just going to.
Just go hold the island.
Yeah, and I mean, it's against her uncle or whatever. But, like, so I think, like, Jaime pretty much.
So we're running out of characters who can sit on it is what I'm saying. Like, because unless you go top tier, which we already just said we probably don't see Daenerys or Jon doing it, then it's like middle tier.
Well, it's going to be Daenerys or Jon. And most likely Daenerys would – I think Jon's just going to – well, I don't know because Jon is the rightful heir, but –
But he could just give it to her.
Yeah, so I think he just wants to chill at, you know, he's the king of the North, you know?
Yeah, there's still so many twists that can happen, and that's like the thing where I feel like this show's always been really good. And you could argue that the way that, you know, this episode ended with the Night King not really learning more of his backstory and how it's just that battle's over, technically. You could say that was kind of predictable, which means they're going to twist something on us because they don't ever be predictable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there are a lot of people like complaining about
But that's just how it is
like,
nowadays.
like all the big. There's so many main characters in really tough fights, but none of them die. There's a handful of like decent characters, like Jorah or whatever.
Well, yeah, and
Like he had his own storyline.
well, and then like John and Sam's boy from the Night Watch, like
Yeah,
that was still very sad because he fought like he's been grinding since John was in the like that's season 1, right?
yeah,
Yeah, like that dude's. I mean, yeah, he's not a main character, but that being said, like contracts leak in a way to where like they're not going to kill Jamie in episode 3 and then pay him $6 million to sit on his ass. Like you're going to ride out. Why would you bench Kevin Durant in the playoffs? Like you're going to keep your star characters as long as you can to build up.
I don't think it's as like
that's a great ass.
I think yeah, it was. I think some of the characters will. Like some of the main ones will die, but it's not when they get killed by like zombies. It doesn't really quite mean as much. Like you can't, you're not like pissed off at that zombie. I think they're gonna kill some big characters off, where it's like, fuck, I hate that person even more now. Like Euron killing Jamie.
Yep,
if that's even his fucking name. Like,
or one of the Stark girls. If like Euron somehow kills one of the Stark girls, you'd be like,
yeah,
oh, yeah, that's the wrestling philosophy. So you got a heel and a face, and then you have to, if you're gonna try and get heat on a bad guy, you got to go after and do something big, but it's a waste to have one of the Night King's homies go and like
who you don't even know about. Like it's so much worse. Like if Cersei like killed Sansa or something, like you're like fucking it, which she still could because if Sansa dies, then like Jon, he basically owns Winterfell. That could be the reason why he is returned to Winterfell, like kind of leads Winterfell because Sansa dies.
Yeah, so I saw a picture that I forgot of Joffrey and Cersei when they cut off the Ned's head, and like her and she's like like freaking out because she's watching her dad's head get cut off. And it was just like the meme was just like, just wait, bitch. And I was like, oh, that she could go try and there's so many things that happened. Like I forgot she was standing right there, like when her dad died, and that character, it was supposed to be her husband and her mother-in-law. So it's like there is still some beef there.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's not going to be like her fighting.
No. I'm saying, but she's going to definitely lead the fight to go like all in and kill her.
Yeah. But it's like
Arya just kills her because Arya is the best, and that's why I named my daughter Arya.
Yeah, there's just so many like I don't know, somebody big has to die or I'll be kind of like disappointed.
They know
like
that.
If they're not just gonna go trample King's Landing and then everybody survives, but like
no, I agree. There's also
redhead dude is probably gonna die.
Yeah, I could see that. I also thought Brienne from Tar, whatever, I thought she was gonna die only based on the logic that she was switched to the thumbnail on HBO for the episodes.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, interesting play there. Like she's not a top 10, maybe top 10, but she's not like a main character you would put on the thumbnail unless she was about to die.
But she got fucking like swamped up and then still got out.
I thought Grey Worm was dead too because I couldn't tell which one of the Unsullies kept dying.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what they were going with the whole, like we had to move downstairs because we thought our TV was fucked up. I'm like, what is going on? Then we went downstairs and we're like, what the fuck? It's still fucked up. And then we're like,
did you switch your brightness and stuff too?
I thought about it, but I'm like, no.
They commented on it. They said that they were trying to make it like you were there, realistic.
Well, I know that, but it didn't do that. It just looked like the TV was broke. Like
yeah.
And we initially started, we're like, why is it blurry? And I'm like, maybe the boys messed the settings. But once we got downstairs, I'm like, doesn't really look much better. It looks like shit. But like, but it, like the TV looked broke. It didn't look like it was just like dark and realistic. Like it looked fucking broke.
Yeah. And then one last thing I'll throw out there is I saw another like tweet that was like, is Jon the worst at battling ever? And then like they list all the things that he's done bad. And it was like, plus he sent the entire race of the Dothraki into the dark to fight them. Like,
I didn't understand that strategic move.
But then I don't want to read too much into it, but there was a lot of points like, why would you not build the trenches farther up and then have your army behind, like all that stuff? And I'm like, I never thought of any of that. And then, but we could.
So you can retreat back into.
Yeah, we could overanalyze everything. In the end, it's a TV show that's all meant for entertainment, and that was entertaining of TV, and then getting on Twitter afterwards, and then like reading theories and stuff like that was like I haven't had that feeling on something since Breaking Bad before the finale on Reddit. When I was like on a Reddit thread for like 4 hours, I feel.
I was pumped up and wanted to like read a bunch. I wanted to rewatch the episode. I might actually do it tonight.
So I went back. What's nice about Twitter, if none of you have done this afterwards, make sure you finish the show. Don't. I turn my phone off even like during the show nowadays. I don't want to ruin anything because Ken's like 6:01 on the dot, and then he's like, "How far in are you?" I'm like, "I haven't started yet. I'm starting at 6:20." He's like, "What the hell, man?" Like freaking out. Like,
I turned my shit completely off.
But on Twitter afterwards, if you find so Arya Stark was trending, so I clicked on the trend, and the way that Twitter organizes their feed now for like trending topics is amazing. So in one click, I saw her first interaction with the Red Woman. Like I watched that 45-second clip, and I was like, "Oh, that was tight. I forgot about that." And then I watched Bronn give her the dagger. That like I forgot about that clip, and I got to watch all that again. So it was like all that poetic justice where she told her it was going to happen. Bronn gave her the weapon to do it. Bam! Now we're here, baby.
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah, I was fucking just straight amped, ready to suck.
Yeah. So that was that. Kyle's got some Beersy update for us. Can you show that? Can you show everyone the can?
I mean, I can show people for sure.
This is sweet. I like this one a lot.
This is hands down my favorite one, mainly because I designed the whole thing. Right here, we got and I guess I feel like I haven't talked about the Beersy stuff for a bit, but whatever. I actually look at this fucking hat I got. It's actually pretty sweet.
I like the hat.
It's
why didn't you talk? Why didn't you talk about the Beersy stuff last week? Did we just skip an episode? No,
I think there just wasn't anything going on.
Sorry, keep going.
There's no moves making. So we got a tall 16. So first off, there's a pretty large debate, and apparently a 16 ounce is not, to the majority of people, at least a small sample size on Instagram, is not a tall boy. Because I had tons of people saying, "Make a tall boy can, make a tall boy can, make a tall boy can." So I made a tall boy sleeve, and apparently tall boy is 24 to people, and a 16 ounce is a pounder. But walking around with the fucking like Arizona iced tea 24 ounce one, like you can't necessarily like take the sleeve off and just put it in your pocket. It's like it's a lot of even like this 16 ounce one it's a significantly larger sleeve. So yeah, so we got the we'll get up close and personal if you're on audio. Sorry.
If you're on audio, I'll tell you what's happened. Kyle has the 16 ounce in his hand. That looks like a Pabst Blue Ribbon, Kyle. Wait, what is that? A Monster?
Is it reverse on this side?
No, that's perfect on mine.
So Monster, and I designed this myself. So it's actually they're turkey heads. They're actually ostriches, but so that the three the three claw marks in Monsters are turkey heads. So they're long and kind of like curved like a monster, have heads on them. The name of it is probably my favorite. It's just Moisture. It's like Monster, but Moisture. And instead of it saying energy under, it says turkey. So there's turkeys and it says Moisture Turkey, so it kind of just is like, everybody likes moist turkey, so it's kind of funny.
Everyone hates the word moist.
Yeah. So I just put in an order of 3,000 units of these.
That looks clean. Like
today.
Back up a little bit with it. Like that.
Dude, it looks like a fucking monster.
100 bazillion.
This is %. I think this is hands down the best one.
And then look at the supplement facts and stuff pop on that one really well too. With the black and white.
Yeah. And it just looks it looks fucking real. This is easily the realest looking one so far.
I like that a lot.
And it's shiny. But so many people, because I just talk about the shiny ones on here that fucking are on Instagram, be like, where are the shiny ones? Where are the shiny ones? I'm like, fuck, man, those aren't out yet. They just shipped 10,000 fucking units.
So they shipped 10,000 of the Coca-Cola shiny, or 10,000 just mixed bag?
Coca-Cola shiny.
Okay.
But also right now there are, Colby's seen them. There are, I think, 4 or 5 different designs currently on the market right now.
My favorite's the orange one. From a camera perspective, seeing you show me
Well, the orange one's a little bit off. Like the logo
Yeah,
needs to be
yeah.
bigger.
I just mean like though it looks like that. It looks pure. Like that's tight.
Yeah. Well, man, I wonder how this fits over. I have this monster here. I wonder how it fits over the Rockstar.
Dude, that could be a whole nother niche. Like, don't want to be a rock star, bitch.
This is crazy, dude. And yeah, so fucking shit's.
You know what you should do for a video is get a monster can, have it over the monster, but then like take it off and then quickly put it onto a beer and then walk out. You know what I mean? So it looks.
Well, that's what I've thought about. Like walking into, I obviously like talk to the owner or whatever, be like, oh, I'm walking in with this, like, and then like swap it out while I'm in the store, put it over a beer, and like, oh, buy a candy bar, like,
yeah.
Like that would be pretty funny. But then that's
putting theft on the internet,
theft and possibly underage drinking. And at first when I first started the business, I'm like, I'm gonna be so fucking ruthless. And then once you're actually like, should I fucking show people, like,
yeah, drinking and drive, like, obviously you don't ever want to promote even other people. It's one of those things, like, it's happening. Like people like sitting shotgun in the back seat or drinking on the way to an event. Like we've done it.
Yeah, but you obviously just don't want to
promote it. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just like driving with alcohol, even though if the driver's not driving, or drinking, it's still, just kind of like that weird gray area. Because lots, like, even without having the beersy, like, we'll go to an event and like drink in the back seat, I mean, it's not compared to a DUI in an open container. It's fucking nothing. An open container is like a minuscule fine. Obviously, but it's just like those two are so fucking close to each other inside the car. Yeah. You're like,
It's just like, not worth. It's just like it's a gray. It's not even gray. It's just like a weird. It's a weird area where you just don't want to associate with it in a way.
Yeah, and so even if you like have the beersy and you take a drink while you're driving, that's not a fucking DUI. It's just just a fucking terrible look,
Yeah.
DUI is you're actually impaired. But I'm obviously not going to fucking go anywhere near that shit. Like I did post on the Instagram, like in the back seat. I made it obvious I was in the back seat with the beersy on. But like outside of that, like, some people have sent me some in like Ubers and stuff like that. But
so question for you: if you get the screen printer,
we didn't tell.
Kyle's getting a screen printer. Hopefully, let me get this off my head before you talk about that because I don't want to forget. If you get a screen printer, could we?
A screen printer is what you use to print shirts with. Or like the main.
But you can print on your skins too, right? On your sleeves.
Yeah.
Okay. So could you get just a batch of black, shiny regular cans, like 500, and just have them on hand, like blank?
No, that's what my plan is.
Okay, because I'm thinking of an idea. We should do the podcast from like a UW tailgate, and we'll put purple W's on it on the beersies, but then like be live doing the podcast plus like trying to unload. We wouldn't have to print that many, we'd print like whatever many it is, but like walk around at the so we would do the podcast like not sitting at a table. We would like walk around and go around to the things and be like, hey, check this product out, and just like, give it to them. And then like,
that's what I want to do. Like regardless, like even if we're not recording, like that'd be fucking fun and a great excuse.
The Seahawks would be sweet for like a tailgate. We could make 12 ones. So you don't use the Seahawk logo. You would use the 12. So then you can get away with anything. Like you're not going to get the Seahawks coming to sue you or anything.
Yeah.
12th man.
And I wonder if like people would be interested from that standpoint for like, just a regular like koozie,
But then what we could do is have someone sober with us, have basically like an order form. So what I'm thinking, this is all coming up top of my head.
Or a fucking swipe card. Like you just walk around your phone.
Yeah. No, this is all coming on top of my head. I get what that is, but we have like an order form. All these people hang out every Seahawks tailgate, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they want a set of 12 to 24 custom koozies? They write down what they want on them. We're back next week.
Oh, yeah.
And we're delivering them 24 with like the boys, whatever they call themselves, And now they have Hawks tailgater custom sleeves for their beers.
Because I mean, people there probably, at tailgating stuff, they probably just have them in koozies or whatever anyway. Yeah. So now you just hit it with that more like, like you could make like a hawk juice, you know,
Exactly.
like something like that's tailored towards without
Beast
infringing
mode.
on because you can use like beast mode and stuff like that, you know. It's like
Or like Russell Wilson's secret stuff, like how Jordan's secret stuff. Like you just gotta be corny about it because 12th fans are the corniest and the worst people. Like
well, I think you could walk around and just like do that anyway. Like, I mean, me and you can get a little buzzy going, but it's like you can sell them that way. You can get order forms. Like,
we could make $1,000 a weekend easy.
Yeah, and we just sit and go to like the Seahawks game or something like that, you know.
Because Joey and I were gonna do it with baller bands a couple like 4 or 5 years ago. We were gonna make 12th man baller bands, green, blue, and then like a combo one. And like, to get them done, it was gonna be like $280 or something, but to get like 500 of each. And we were just gonna go around and be like, hey, 1 for 5 or 2 for 7, like just get rid of them basically. And use the money to go scalp tickets and go to every game. That was gonna be our plan. It was going to be fun, but then like red zone happened and it kind of ruined football for me. So then I was like, I'm just going to sit on my couch all Sunday. I don't want to go to these games. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's different if it's like an actual business, you know?
Yeah. No, but what's cool about the printer, so like right now, if I had this awesome, cool idea like this to do a custom order, it's seriously like a 30-day plus turnaround. I have to submit the designs. They print the sleeves. Say it's 1,000, they can print 1,000 a day. So they print out those thousands. Then they have to send them to like the printing company, which there's always delays in there. But the thing is, like, it takes 2 weeks to ship. That's like the biggest thing. It's like like 2 weeks to ship, you know, and that's like with the day, you know, the manufacturing. It's not like they instantly start it when I ask. It's not like they instantly send it straight to the printing company. But if I could print them on hand, I will actually save money, because right now to ship 1,000 units is $700 because I have to do like this special shipping. But to ship that same 1,000 units, if there wasn't any logo on it that resembled another brand, I could ship it in 3 to 5 days DHL for $400, so almost half the cost. Or if I'm not in a rush and don't want to do DHL, I can do the ordinary shipping, which is $300 for 1,000 units. So it's almost, you know, it's well over half the cost from the 700.
Yeah. You know, could you send, is 1,000 a minimum per color? No matter what? Because I'm wondering 500. I wonder if you could do 2 500s, just get like, I don't know, the blue and then.
I can do any, like, you know, I think it's minimum of 500, which, you know, but if I ordered like one black, one red today and just wanted the sleeves, I could have it literally in like 6 days.
Yeah.
And then I have to print on them. But if I have an employee that just does nothing but printing, you know, you see how it's like now I can do custom orders. Now I don't have to like run these custom orders and all these guess and check things through the people in China. You know, they're opposite time zone. So they're, you know, they pretty much start their workday at like 10:30 p.m., which is like, it's tough. Yeah, that's when I'm like starting to get tired and stuff. But now, you know, if somebody wants a custom order on green silicone, I could get that to them, you know, in a matter of days. Whether, you know, because I've already said, like, I've had tons of companies that say like, hey, we want to order 150 for our clients, and I'm like, we're not really like at that point, you know.
But yeah, so imagine like fraternities and sororities and all those things. Like you could make your shipping back, like, or you know, like the $300 that you're gonna pay for the shipping of the like custom ones, so quick.
Oh yeah,
it's not like it's not like, so it's I look at it like it's never gonna be 12 people ordering it. It's always gonna be in big numbers, you know, like that's gonna be 30, 40, 50 people. So they're going to need 50, and then you give them a little discount to like, oh yeah, buy in bulk 50. Like, sure.
Yeah. It's already costing me, you know, 30, 40 cents less per unit to have them do it this way. And it's actually going to be less than that, because now that it's cost like 16 cents per print, you know, so you're saving another 45 cents there.
Yeah, so then you start being able to wiggle more room out of your margins to like, you know, to get college kids to buy. Because the thing is like all it takes is it out there in the wild, and it's just going to start selling itself more.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. It's kind of, I'm taking it like super serious. Hopefully, you know, I'm just gonna. And what's cool is I can just come up with a design, like a Mountain Dew design right now, and have it like printed out myself. You know, within hours if I want. If I had the green silicone on hand, like
Yeah.
I could, you know, and just for like my own personal use, I could literally make an exact Coke can if I wanted to. Not for distribution, but just kind of for like, you know, why the fuck not? Like, why not make their exact design? But another thing that's cool with your own. So we'll take this one for example. It's like right here, like this Dr. Pecker logo, you know, looks kind of small.
Yeah. Just yeah.
So my limits for printing are 45 millimeters wide. So that's as wide as I can go, is 45 millimeters. On my own printer, I can do up to, I think, 80 millimeters, so nearly double the width. So like this would look super real, you know, like it looks kind of weird with this big gap over here, but it would look super fucking real if I could do that, you know?
That I was trying to pull up this UW thing. There's a huge UW event, but I can't. I don't think I'm searching for the right thing. I'll do it off the show. But I'm just thinking, like, dude, you could literally just walk and be like, "Hey, you want one of these?" Like, did it? Like, you could kill
I mean,
it.
you can just take a backpack full of like 100 of them, and even selling them at, you know, $6 a pop or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, $8, $10 if you want. And just be like, you know, you could go to a fucking
Gold
game.
jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, you can go to a fucking game and just hang out and just be like, well, cool. I just, you know, and that's all mainly cash. You can have some people
Yeah.
swipe some. You can bring a swiper if you want.
Well, nowadays, like, your bank, probably has a deal with
Well, Shopify.
Square.
I
Square
I
has
could run it through Shopify as well.
Yeah. Which are
But
super, yeah. Like, so Square, I know, has a deal with a lot of the banks. You just put the swiper on the bottom of your phone, and
yeah, so well, Rachel has one for her. She goes through QuickBooks, so she has one for that.
oh yeah, so yeah. I was gonna switch and ask you something, but then we start when you were talking about the beer seat, but now I can't remember what the heck. Oh, you're wow, the space twice in one thought. I think my brain is like, it's really weird. Sometimes I get like huge memory loss, dude. It must be like,
Me too.
I think I'm like something's
I
happening.
noticed lately I've been like kind of just like been holding on to something and it just drops out of my hand.
Uh-oh, maybe we're dying.
I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
like,
I remember. So WWE had that big Saudi Arabia event. Remember, we talked
yeah,
about that, but then they like came under fire because then they killed that journalist allegedly, which was totally them. And then WWE still went through with the event that year because for them to pull out would have been like,
that wouldn't make sense.
yeah,
Why does it matter?
Millions lost. Yeah, exactly. But now it leaked out that the event is canceled going forward. And WWE, I'm going to read it exactly. Hold on. This is people are probably like, where is he getting at? Where is he going with this? Why is this important? No one likes WWE. WWE's new pay-per-view is going to be called Stomping Grounds. The Saudi Arabia show appears to have brought about a change of name, and it will no longer be in Saudi Arabia. It will be June 23rd in the fucking Tacoma Dome.
What?
So the tickets go on sale Friday, allegedly. So my goal is to get on there like the second they launch and try and get 4, like as close as we can to the ring.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to be. I honestly probably won't go. This is gonna sound super like douchey, but if I have bad seats, I probably won't go.
Yeah.
But if I can get, so when we watched in Utah, we got house show seats where it was $100, and we were literally on the rail, like this front as you can go, and it ruined wrestling for me. Like I will never be able to like
experience that. Yeah, I would go and be like full fucking character, like super into it.
Oh, dude, it would be so fun. And so what's nice about this? So I was talking with Andy, and what's nice about this is it's first of all, has to be a big event because they have to, they're getting rid of the Saudi Arabia one. they can't come out with just some half-ass show.
Oh yeah.
And then 2, it's a pay-per-view, so that's like the best of the best. Like they're gonna load that thing up with a ton of action. So we'll see the best of the best. I mean, I don't know as many of the wrestlers anymore, but I'll do research before.
Well, we don't when we watch Royal Rumble.
No, not so fun always. So yeah, I put a reminder in my phone. So I'm gonna do some research today and find out like what time typically like Ticketmaster will sell them. And then my goal is to get 4, but if I could only get 2, I'm gonna get us 2. But obviously, I mean, Andy said that he would go, and then Andy's brother will probably go. But I'm gonna for sure try and get. I mean, I'm not gonna get 1, obviously.
Yeah. Have you told the people about your now hibachi chef?
Oh my gosh. I switched from a barbecue to a 36-inch built-in griddle barbecue. So it's still propane based, lights the bottom of the griddle, takes about 5 to 7 minutes to get up to temperature. But it's a hibachi. And I have cooked on it probably 6 times now, getting better each time. I've mastered fried rice already. It is freaking good. And then on Saturday, I did smash burgers. And so what a smash burger is, if you don't know, it's like the In-N-Out style where you take it and you just make it as thin as you can. So then the fat just like browns and it gets crispy. And then when you flip it over, then it gets crispy again, and it's like super, super juicy still since it's just cooking in its own fat. But basically, the way I did it, so I tried it 2 different ways on the smash burger. The second one was one from Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Shout out Ken giving me the recipe. What you do is, so you, I'd already been cooking the onions a little bit on there, so they were like already caramelized and like really soft and like kind of crispy too. So then I moved them over to the main part of my hibachi. I put a little bit more oil on this. They started like kind of crisping up, and then I took the patty, put the patty on both of them, and then I squished them down right on the onions. Now the onion, it's cooking on the bed of the onions, getting all stuck in the meat. Let it go for like a minute.
Hungry.
Minute, flip, and then drop down 2 pieces of American cheese, the bottom of the bun, the top of the bun on both of them. So what's happening now is the onions are still kind of smoking down there, steaming up. The burger's still cooking, and all that steam is coming up, and it's steaming the buns. And then you take it, boom, done. I can make them today if you want to come over. I'll go to the store and get some beef. That's all it takes.
Dude, I've been just sitting at like 230 for a long time.
I can't remember if that's good or bad for you.
I'm like 225, 220, but more like feeling like shit, not like just feeling fat and lazy.
Yeah.
But I can have the burger and the onion with no bun.
Yeah, so what's nice about the cheese, so what the cheese with the 2 pieces is the cheese will spill over, and the cheese is just like on the flat top, just crisping up. So yeah, you just gonna throw it in lettuce?
I can.
Or you're just gonna eat it with a fork? Yeah,
I can. But we'll see. I gotta fucking take Abel to. Our neighbor's been taking Abel to school. And she's also a substitute teacher. She got jobs yesterday and today. So I got to take that little fuck there at like 12:30 or something, 12:15.
Yeah, that's lunch.
Right smack dab in the middle of the day.
Yeah, so if anyone has hibachi, flat top recipes, anything like that, send them to me on Twitter because I've been trying new stuff. The fried rice is super easy because everything's on 5-minute increments. So I just set a timer on my phone, throw the vegetables on, move them to the side, throw the shrimp on, take the shrimp, and then I stack them on the vegetables because the vegetables are still steaming on the far left. So the shrimp staying warm. Then I throw the rice down with some sesame oil. That's key. You can't use olive oil or vegetable oil with rice. And you have to put the rice in the fridge for at least 4 hours too, or else it gets like more crunchy because of starch or something. I don't know. I just watch YouTube videos and act like I'm an expert.
Damn.
And then when you want to put your egg in, Kyle, you make a little circle in the rice and you drop the eggs that you've already scrambled right in the middle of it. Let it sit for like 15 seconds, and then you start scraping it a little bit. Get some of that coming up. Go fold, 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 fold.
You're just chopping.
Yeah.
Can you do the egg thing where you land it on the
No, I can't do any tricks at all yet. And I've already burnt myself like 6 times because I forget that the sides are hot, you know? So
Yeah.
I'll flip something and then just move my hand naturally to the side. And I'll be like, ah, damn.
So you still have your Traeger to like smoke stuff in, right?
Yeah, still have my Traeger. And then this has like a section on the right too if you want to do like deep fryer or grill or whatever too. I don't know why I would ever need that.
Yeah. Man, I want to barbecue something now.
Yeah, I still got the Traeger though. I did last thing on the Traeger was I haven't done beef jerky in a while because you kind of ruined beef jerky for me.
I know I haven't made those in a bit just because I fucking eat them all.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. I shouldn't like you ruined it like because I don't want to make like the dry stuff anymore.
I forgot about unicorn scabs. God damn.
Yeah, it's good times. Let's see what else is. I wonder how long we've been going for. Okay, I sent you this link at 47:32. Man, we're already at like 50 minutes.
Yeah, my back is starting to go out. Fucking dirt bike.
Kyle hurt his back 2 days ago.
But nothing cool though. I was just like, we were just that trail by my house. Like we went with Brandon, Brian's friend, who always rides back there. So it was kind of cool because he showed us more areas than I thought even existed. But like we were just like this old trail that nobody had been down in a while, and like a bunch of logs had fallen. I was riding next to a log, and I thought the log had ended because it's in like ferns and stuff, and like really like vegetated it. Nice. Like a high vegetation area. I thought the log ended, so I tried to like cut back over to the left. Well, the log hadn't ended, so my tires kept going straight, and my body thought I was going to turn left, and I quickly turned back straight. Fucking tweak something, not even cool.
Isn't it crazy how easy it is to like tweak stuff now? I sneezed the other day and my neck hurt for like 2 days.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks. It's called old age. That's why I'm like, I need to like get a more athletic body.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get an update on basketball soon. Supposedly too, at my old high school, they play in the mornings. I just never got the date. I'll actually text him and get confirmation on that.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I mean, it's gonna be weird the first couple times just showing up, being like, "Hey, some guy who's not here told us to come here, but we play." I mean, it's Marcus. We know Marcus.
Yeah. Does Marcus not play there?
No, Marcus is the one that opens it.
Oh.
But I'm saying like we're just gonna show up without like an invite technically and be like, "Hey, my buddy's played here before. And he doesn't play here anymore, but like."
Oh, I thought he plays there, or did he just open?
He played there for like a year and a half, but then he switched schools, and he can't play. There. He can't play there now and then make it to school in time because they play at like 5:30. So Cam would only be able to play for like 20. He'd have to leave there at like 5:50 to get back to Meeker.
Cam.
Yeah, Cam. Marcus still plays there all the time. Yeah. So
we know Marcus though. He would Marcus remember me for sure.
He was at Jay's brother's graduation party.
Okay.
Talked to him for a while.
He's still like quiet and cool.
He still has the same demeanor of like, yeah. So how you?
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I need to do something too. When does like football start? I wish there was a second league we could play in.
I know. I was just thinking that, but it's like it'd be so hard for me to play like in the summer on the weekends.
Yeah, because you're gonna start camping and stuff too, right?
Yeah, soon. All right, I gotta shut it down. My back is
getting on the road again. I think we did.
I had to fart.
Oh, I think we did good. We'll see. I think made it close to an hour.
Sounded great to me. All right, everybody. See you Thursday, Friday. Who the fuck knows? Maybe Monday, Saturday, Sunday. What up? I don't care.
Just look. Just subscribe somewhere.
Yep.
It will show up eventually.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
End meeting.